Even if the world's most elite team can practice and practice for 6 months straight and still not be as prepared as they thought they were or should have been, I think it behooves all of us in this room to look at our own lives and to look at our own practices and see where we can be a little bit more squared away, which is what we like to say in the SEAL teams. Hey, thank you. It's an honor and a privilege to be here tonight, and I love to do what I get to do, to tell stories of my time in the teams, to help encourage and challenge people, men and women, to be better versions of themselves. So after every single mission that we go on, after every single live fire evolution, we come back, we regroup immediately after, and we ask ourselves 3 basic questions. What went right? What went wrong? And how can we improve? A bad day in the office for us looks like bullets flying by our head. That'd be a really bad client meeting for you, wouldn't it? So what that means to me is that everyone in this room, myself included, that we all have the unique responsibility to prepare ourselves first before we can prepare anyone else that we're responsible for. So if we're doing that as SEALs, I'm like, why don't you do that after every single client meeting that you go through, right? In the SEAL teams, if we want to be successful, we not only have to be prepared, but we also have to what? Maintain the element of surprise. And in life, we're not afforded the element of surprise. We can't see what's coming. Your clients don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So what is your training? What do you have that's equipping you to help gain the trust of your clients? Do you have an agenda or a precise checklist for your client meetings? Do you have processes from everything from referrals to prospects? What are the tools that you're constantly engaging with every day? So what is your target? Who do you have your sights set on, those crosshairs? In the SEAL teams, being prepared is comprised of 3 main aspects: our training, our tools, and our target. So what that means to me is that everyone in this room has a unique responsibility to first prepare ourselves before we can prepare anyone else that we're responsible for. Even when you think you're prepared, you can probably always be a little bit more prepared in life. And so as I look around the room, I'm sure we're all thinking of a time in our own lives when the future caught us off guard. Maybe a time in your client's life where it was the downturn of a market, or a loss of a job, or a diagnosis, or the death of a loved one that caught them off guard and they weren't prepared for it. That's why they need you. What is it, though, that tempts us during hard times in our life, during adverse moments that we go through? What is it that tempts us to give up, or to give in, or to self-medicate, or to check out from the pain, as opposed to pushing in, persevering, and facing what it is that's in front of us? When the stuff hits the fan, when the market corrects, when there's tragedies and atrocities around the world and your clients are calling you on the phone, freaking out, wanting you to liquidate all their assets, right, and sell everything, remind them to keep their long-term goals, and then remind them that you are prepared. That you are prepared for the unknown, and that your job is to help them to have the peace of mind of knowing what is to come. You guys have been great. Thank you very much. Nobody will mess with you in the office if you have one of these.